Alright, what's up Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at Boros Aggro, and the funny thing is, as you can see over here, we're actually not playing a lot of new cards. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but let's hop over real quick and take a look at the deck list and see why we're playing certain cards before we hop into those games. As always, if you'd like to support the channel, hit that join button down below. Also, random fact, a bunch of y'all apparently didn't know I have a review channel where I review all kinds of random things, foods, I don't know, just stuff. Go check it out. I have some stuff I'm going to be adding to it throughout the next week, and it's really fun. You should go look at that. Also, if you want to protect all your nerd stuff, check out ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. Use promo code PowrDragn at checkout. They'll save you 5%, and we'll get support here on the channel. By the way, it's just PowrDragn Reviews, if you want to look that up on YouTube, so check that out. But anyway, this deck list, that's what you're here for. We're going to start with 4 Hopeful Initiates. This card's still good, and we're in a world where there's more artifacts, so this is a good way to remove stuff. We have a few things that put counters on things, so not unreal that we'll get to use this and get some value out of it, potentially. One of those things that puts counters is Commando Faces Kakazan, no surprise. We're playing 3 Play with Fire. Probably would like to find room for a 4th, but we're going to go with 3 for now. 4 Intrepid Adversaries, which might be too many, but it is nice to have it early just to have another body to play. 3 Bloodthirsty Adversaries. We don't have a ton of spells, but this is still nice to be able to have, even if we don't have spells in the yard. Just being able to play it as a bigger creature later in the game is pretty effective. And then the one new card we're trying out is Feldon Ronum Excavator. Feldon, mostly because it's a 2-mana 2/2 that has haste, but if your opponent blocks it, or otherwise deals damage to it, we can actually find extra cards. So get a chance of playing some other stuff that we wouldn't necessarily. So now, the thing is, you don't get to play all the cards. You get to choose one of them, and then you get to play that next turn. But we'll see if that value is good enough to move forward with. I at least wanted to experiment with it. Then we got 4 Lightning Strike, 4 Brutal Cathar. You'll know what these are about. 4 Sunrise Cavalier, which is still really good. And I will tell you, this list started with the Reckless Stormseeker in here. But the problem is it's a 2/3, unless, of course, it comes down after you play Commando Faces Kakazan or something. And by being a 2/3, it makes itself susceptible to cut downs because it's total power toughness of 5. Sunrise Cavalier is not susceptible to cut down. So while I did have a 3/2 split, I eventually just decided to get rid of them altogether and just went to a full set of Sunrise Cavaliers. And then we found room for other things. And then we have 4 Thundering Raijus because this is just really good all on its own. And then we're going to play a couple of Shivan Devastators because previous versions of this, one of the problems we had is that sometimes you just didn't have a finisher. You just couldn't, the ground would get clogged up and you couldn't punch through. This gives you another one of those options, and it's really, really nice. So we're going to go ahead and see if this works. It's something to do with our mana late, but I'm going to try them out. I'm becoming more and more of a fan of Shivan Devastator when you're playing really aggressive decks. Then for our lands, we're playing 1 Iganjo, 6 Plains, 7 Mountains, a Sekinzan, 4 each of Battlefield Forge and Sundown Pass. So it's 23 lands, nothing too surprising. It's kind of what you expect here. But you know what? We're going to go play the games. We'll see what happens. And then catch up with me on the backside, because I'm sure we'll have something to talk about after we play these games. And I'll have a card spotlight for you. We will keep this. Interesting, because I'm tempted to play this as a 1/1 on turn 2. I hope we find something else better, though, honestly. I don't think that's the right play at all. I'd rather save it for a rainy day to come over the top. Especially against mono black. Even better. We're going to attack for just onesies here. If you'd like to kill it, feel free to kill it. Probably want to kill that instead, because the cut down works on that. Nope. They opted not to kill either one. Intriguing. Oh, it's because it was March. That's why. Well, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Alright. So I wonder if this is just a straight up mono black control type thing. Because that's what it feels like. Yep. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and go with this for 3. And then we get in for 6. And the opponent's now at 9. So if we find a 3 mana haster, it's technically lethal. Oh, nope, we got dudes on the ground. but we can get rid of that guy. Alright, that'll do it. Opponent goes first, but we have Kamano, Bloodthirster. We obviously would have to find a white mana for this to work out. Or more spells, red spells. But I'm going to keep it anyway. We're going to see. Well, there is another red spell. Be careful what you wish for, I guess. Alright. I guess by doing this, the opponent doesn't know that we're not a mono red deck yet. So that's good. And they actually don't have any instant speed removal here. That was good to know. Alright, so they're playing Mardu Aggro-ish. Intriguing. Alright, let's go with this. And just see if we can outrace them. Alright, we still have 3 mana here. Alright. I mean, I don't think you really want to give that haste and attack here, right? Yeah, I was going to say, you're on blocking duty. That makes sense. Okay, well, playing anything smaller than a 3 doesn't really matter here. Though, it is tempting to set up a Hopeful Initiate turn, but I think we're just going to do this. And attack, attack, attack. Actually, we attack with everything. If they block 2, block this, they take 6 at least. So yeah, sure. Especially with us having a Raiju in hand. Like, I don't hate that. Probably means we're going to see another Kamano here. Or Kadama. I don't know why I said Kamano. But yeah. I mean, you can attack with it. I was going to say, I don't think that's what you're looking for. Opponent's at 2. I mean, I guess... If they found a removal card, it doesn't really matter. If they find a removal, it's the same situation. Alright, didn't matter. Alright, we're keeping this. Can't really see a reason to throw this back. Go ahead and run this out there. If we don't have anything next turn, maybe we get to kill something with the Play with Fire. And that'd be a nice start. Looks like that's a negative there. Would you like to kill our Hopeful Initiate? Looks like that's a no. Alright. You can kill it now. Nope, still didn't want to kill it. Okay. Maybe because you had... Nope, I was thinking maybe because you had a Liliana. Now I'm just deciding if I want to kill this outright or if I want to play a Cathar, because I'm not really doing much next turn, but I think I'm just going to kill it with this. That's nifty. Not quite what we're looking for. But I think we're still going to do it. I actually like this to leave red open to still be able to shoot something. Now, if they just play like, I don't know, Shieldred here, we're not doing anything about it, so. 'Tis what it is. I mean, I say that. We can remove it for a turn. Alright, away goes Intrepid Adversary. Opponent goes to 16. Not bad, not bad. We'll take it. I'm going to go ahead and put a counter there. See what the opponent wants to kill here. Also, the other thing, too, about the Initiate is that it can kill the big Flesh Gorgers because those are artifacts. And we have a few things that get +1/+1 counters. That's something to keep in mind for later. Oh, well, I guess it's time. Y'all lovely people know what time it is. It's time for some slow jams. So we're just going to enjoy this while I drink some of my drink from Rogue Energy here. Sponsor for Team DGen. You should check them out. Use code MNG20. You'll save 20% over there. Also, check out my new merch. Links down in the description. I have the cool new logo that's like a throwback to the Magic logo. You should check that out. A couple of y'all already bought some, so thank you. Alright. Looks like they're not going to do anything. It's our turn. We do have lethal a few different ways. I'm just going to juice this to... Yeah, whatever. We're just going to go to 4. Who am I kidding? It's not going to change anything here. We got all kinds of damage. Plus, we've got a backup play with fire, so I don't think we're really worried about much. And what the opponent doesn't really know is if they even played a thing there, we were still in pretty good shape. Right? But we drew a land there, so we could have actually played Cathar, removed whatever was in front, played the Shivan Devastator for 1, attacked for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then dealt 2 anyway. Yeah, so that still would have been lethal. So the only thing that would have changed things would have been maybe them finding a Liliana, possibly, because we would have probably sacked the Initiate. But yeah, that's going to be lethal. Put the counter here. Alright, moving on. We're going to mulligan this. We will keep this and get rid of a plains. Interesting, though, our opponent has a tribute account. Rip Jim Morrison. Let's just go with this and see what happens. I don't feel too great about this, really. But we'll see. Playing the crowns, they're going to juice some stuff up. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, if they're missing a land here, then we remove Jadar, and they don't really have much going on. Backup Cathar is nice. Alright, let's see if they play anything. I mean, it wouldn't be unreal to just put the crown on the 2/2 attack. It dies, you get a card at the end of turn. Actually, it dies during the attack step, so if you're looking for a land, that would actually work out. Alright, we are not blocking, since it's going to die anyway. Alright, where does that leave us? Alright, they got to cut down, so they will get another dude back here at the end of turn, which is kind of amusing. But we're just going to do the same thing again. And attack. I mean, I can only take so many hits of 4. I mean, before this ends up being too difficult to survive. Alright, still no blocks. Go to 9. Alright, we're killing a Cathar. I mean, if not, next turn's going to be real good. Oh, yeah, they're discarding. Okay, well, they don't really have ways to do stuff here, so. I could have actually played this and attacked for 1. But I don't feel that that made a huge difference here. Opponent just got stuck on no land. Kept a fairly aggressive hand for what they had, to be honest. With the cut down, the crown, and Jadar. Which, I don't blame them. That does allow you to largely do what you want to do. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is a little more difficult. Yeah, we're going to keep this, actually. I think we're going to play Sundown Pass tapped here, because then we can do Hopeful Initiate and this on 2. And then possibly play something on 3, which we did draw the land to be able to do that, so that's kind of nice. So what you won't do, opponent? Oh, we actually like that a lot. That's not a bad pickup either. All right. And if they don't play anything, we get to flip our Cavalier, so they need to kill that. Okay, they're going to kill that. That's fair. Can't kill that with a cut down. Could still have other removal there, though, but it looks like they did not. So we're going to attack for 3. And I think we are going to play this. We missed a land, which is critical there, because being able to play a Thundering Raiju would have been great. And we had to play our adversary in a position that's susceptible to a cut down, unfortunately. So not the best. Oh, there's blue mana over there. All right, Corpse Appraiser, fair enough. Sadly, we do not want to blink a Corpse Appraiser. That's not a thing that's beneficial to us. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot them. Ooh, Feldon. Dang, I kind of want to land, though. Feldon is really good here, though, I think. But we're going to go for a land. Because I think we're already going to play Lightning Strike here. Yeah. There wasn't much chance we were going to play Feldon, so... It is what it is. Yep. You got it. Not attacking. I mean, I guess we could have waited and done that during their end step. I guess would have probably been the better play. Yeah, that actually would have been much better because we would have also flipped, or not flipped, but we would have added a counter to this and would have turned it tonight. Would have got this as a 3/3. Yeah, not waiting was a mistake. Most definitely. Alright, we're just going to move on. Just getting stuck on land there is just bad. Alright, we'll keep it. Hopefully we can find the 4th land and get some pressure out of these Raijus. And that would be the game plan here, but we'll see. Opponent goes to 18. Let's see what they got going on. Sunset Revelry. Well, okay. That's not really how I wanted to use this, but I feel like I need to keep attacking, so here we go. Feel free to block. Now, what I like about this is, though that's a poor use of Cathar, if they don't cast anything on this turn, we do get a 3/3. And then we get to follow up with Thundering Raiju, so not the worst thing. I am going to assume that this gets countered. Okay, Dissipate, that works. Alright, and then we're going to sweep the board. Because that's what logic says. No, we are not going to sweep the board. Huh, well with nothing in the graveyard, I think I want to do this. So if they just have a make disappear. And then we can still kick this. And then if they have a Wandering Emperor, so be it. Yep. Is what it is.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. You are not much of a roadblock.
We're making a 2/2. Alright. Well, maybe we just have another Wandering Emperor. It's not what I was expecting to have happen. A second Wandering Emperor is actually really bad for us. Bankbuster. Okay, that means there's no Emperor. That is nice. Oh, there's that burn spell we were looking for earlier. Ah, they had to go for the throat. Alright. Probably not the best use of that, but I wanted to be able to get that damage in. Because otherwise, I'm only attacking for 3 that they could chump block. Because Otherwise, it would have traded with our adversary, and that would have sucked. All right. They got 3 mana left. We sadly only have 2 lowly creatures. But if they don't play anything, we do have 5 damage on board because the Cathar will flip. Okay, they're going to go with Leyline Binding. Get rid of that. Okay, fair enough. Raiju, you are a good hit, friend. Good hit. Alright, opponent goes to 3. We now have a bunch of outs because we have a bunch of hasty things and burn damage that could deal 3. Alright, drag to the bottom does its thing. That'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it for 4. Trying to make sure we can't actually. I only have 1 mana open. Whatever. Like, I thought they had 2 for some reason. You want to Yorgo me? There you go. Take that. Game over. Wow, this is like the most normal hand I think we've started with so far. Okay. No burn removal, but this is still solid. We're going to play this and then a 3/3 haster. Then maybe not play this the next turn, but then we get to play another Commando and set something up. So this is cool. We got lots of hopes and dreams here. I'm going to go ahead and play this. Normally I wouldn't play it early because we'd want to use it later. But I think I just wanted to conserve my life total here, not knowing. Well, as it turns out, it didn't matter. We could have got away with it, but... Well, no, we would have still had to take a point here, because that would have come into play tap. So yeah, we would have taken at least 2 points here already, and might turn out to be okay, depending on what they're playing, with them having some red and white stuff of their own. Oh, now it's going to suck not having an actual... burn spell here. This is sad. I think we're still attacking though. So this is probably Mardu Angels. And their deck can do some really big things. We played one on the channel here last week, no, week before. And it was really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait on this since we have the mana to pump it up. Alright, they found their black mana. So far, we are correct in our assessment. And they've got life gain angels. There's like all kinds of stuff. So. Okay. Yeah, can't see a reason we're not going to do this. And now we can block their 2/2 unless they have a kill card in hand. We're going to get another 2/2 with haste next turn. We can possibly find a hasty thing of our own or some burn damage. So we'll see what happens. Now the good news here is our creatures are big enough that if they get the angel that can shoot something for 2, with kicker, we don't have to worry about anything dying. But they will gain a lot of life, and we're just going to be running things into it, so there's that. Assuming they find a land here to go with the treasure they're about to have. Okay, that is going to be a little bit of a problem. That's a much bigger problem. Alright. Well, opponent had a good hand there. Good turnaround. Let's see if we can find... not bad, not bad. I'll take it. With the opponent only being at 8. I think we're willing to roll with this. Saying you've got to block, so you're going to have to trade here. Unless you have another removal spell, which is possible. But I mean, yeah, you got to block, and you might, if you're going to block, yeah, you might as well take out a 3/3. That's the only thing that makes sense. Now, there is a risk here, because we know that that deck assuming they're playing the bigger angel. If we play this, they possibly get to kill 2 things. I mean, I guess we do it, and if they have it, they have it. It's a shame, but like, there's not a lot we can do. I mean, at that point, we're just hoping to draw, like, Brutal Cathar or something next turn. Yep, looks like they got it. It's probably going to be the end of the game. So now they're going to go up to 6. Yeah, we're in pretty rough shape. Actually, we're in rough shape for a lot of things. I mean, if they have another just big Sanctuary Warden or whatever, that's tough too here. If they don't have a life gain thing, though, life link or whatnot, okay, that's less bad. I mean, we still have to punch through, but it's only 2 damage, so, you know, it's all right. That could have been way worse that turn. Okay, well, that takes the mystery out of everything. So we got there. All right, we'll take it. We go first, we'll keep this. Doon, 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 doon. Oh, where were we? I guess it wouldn't have mattered. We wouldn't have played that turn 1 anyway. Yeah, okay. Because I'm kind of thinking here, like, if we get a land, we're either going to play Cathar and remove something or try to shoot something and play this anyway, then follow up with an Initiate or the Cavalier, so it's not too bad, I suppose. Ledger Shredder. Well, we didn't get any of those things we were talking about doing. So that was all wasted planning. Another Ledger Shredder? Would not surprise me. Sunset Rover, really, in that deck? I would not have called that. It's very interesting. Alright, I'm going to go with this. And not attack with that, since this has trample. Yeah, exactly. No good blocks. And if they keep those, they don't really get any more tokens from playing another Revelry, so that's fine. I'm trying to figure out what deck plays Revelry and Ledger Shredder, because I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, it might be a thing. There's a lot of weird stuff that gets played on the ladder that I don't know everything. But I think we're just going to try to play another Cavalier here. I mean, obviously, we'd like to play a Raiju, but... I mean, if they want to bounce something, cool. It doesn't change much for us. I'm holding on for the Cathar in case another Shredder or a double striker or something shows up, because I don't know what type of deck they're playing. Otherwise, it would have been nice to just remove a token and then attack with our team. But I for real don't know what's going on here. Oh, they're going hardcore. What did they get rid of? Because I got to know. What? So this is like a Azorius Control deck that happens to be playing Ledger Shredder? Is that correct? Not gonna lie, I'm a little confused. Good job, opponent, because you got me baffled. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, this is an interesting build where somebody's got what looked to be control cards, a bunch of removal in white, impulse, but a Ledger Shredder hanging out. So we'll see. They also discarded or exiled 2 of these to use their March, which is peculiar, against a heavy aggro deck. So it makes me wonder what those other cards are in hand, honestly. Because I have no idea. Alright. What does this look like for us? What? I'm trying to think what would be in their hand that you would want to get rid of both of these and get rid of a creature. Unless it's a sweeper for some reason or another. It's the only thing I can guess. But if we play this, we remove that. We put a counter on this. The opponent takes 2, goes to 11, takes 3, 4, takes 6, so they go to 5. We can't quite kill them after the fact, but why not go for it? And we'll end the turn. Saving these so we have some creatures post-combat, post-sweeper, if that's indeed what they're doing. Oh, Portal to Phyrexia. With Ledger Shredder. Okay. I would not have guessed any of this. Like, I for real would have been dead. Okay, it looks like we got this one. Oh, maybe not totally, right? Because they get to untap some stuff in game 2, depending on what's in their hand. I mean, let's say they go to 7. Okay, so they're at 11. Right, so they're still in this. This is still real. Oh, wait. Maybe not. All right, so we play this. Can we deal enough? I'm just saying we play this. Well, we're going to play this anyway. So this is beside the fact. We attack. Opponent gets to block several things unless we use this to shoot something, which we probably will. We'll use it to shoot the one of the 1/1s. Because that prevents the most damage. No need to even mess around with it. Oh, I forgot. Well, it doesn't matter. We didn't really have a choice. We were going to do that anyway. Put the counter here. Oh, you know what? If I had done that, they'd have gone to 8. We still only done 6. They'd have been at 2. Though it would have been better. So it's something I should have considered, actually. This kind of sucks, though, them having access to a Faithful Mending. Alright, we just got to do it. If they have a sweeper, they're going to have it. I mean, I would have had lethal this turn had I done that previously, so it's kind of my own fault. And then they can gain a minimum of 4 here on this turn by using Teferi and using a Faithful Mending, so... Oh, they have 2 of them? Son of a gun. Do we need to find another haste creature here? His opponent's going to go to a minimum of 9? No, go to 7. No, there's... Yeah. Yeah, we got to find another hasty thing or another burn spell. I guess I shouldn't have been so hasty, if you will, and I probably should have killed Teferi. Yeah, this deck's wild. Good for the opponent, though. I mean, like, I had no clue. No clue. All right. Yep, use the other one. Go to 9. Yeah, I guess if we find a Brutal Cathar, we can still win. Well, actually, okay, we put a counter. Initiate's going to get a counter anyway. So we're going to deal 3. So opponent's at 6. 5 currently gets through. Yeah, we still need something else. Some other haste creature, burn spell, something. Or something like that. That works exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta love them dragons. Gotta love them dragons. So now, any combination should be winning here. Yeah, block what you want to. 5 is getting through. Way to go, Raiju. Way to go, Dragon. Thanks for pulling your weight, friends. Ooh, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. Ooh, we get to go first. Alright, we're going to go like this and just play this first. Seems reasonable. Go ahead and play this. I'll play one of these. And then we'll see how we end up here. Is this more Selesnya Enchantments nonsense? Alright. We'll go with one of these. Which likely just gets removed. Which honestly, you know, in a weird way, it's probably better to have played the initiate first, get the +1/+1, knowing that they're likely to want to remove the adversary, and then I still have a 2/3 to attack with our 1/2. Not a very common thing, but it kind of makes sense there. Alright, well, we're going to prepare to lose a lot of things next turn, but, you know, here we go. Alright, opponent goes to 5. we're going to lose 2 things and then need to either draw... Well, we need to draw land, period. That's a given. Oh, they're getting rid of that. And... Okay, keeping the initiates is actually pretty nice for us. Opponent's only at 5. Let's draw a land, deck. Let's put an end to this. That works. We're going to do it the fun way. Seems good. All right. Yes, we will keep this. And we got a turn 2 Feldon. We actually drew it. Awesome. I like it. Let's see what this brings. Let's see what this brings. Man, why do I think our Feldon's not going to resolve? That's going to make me very sad. Not that it matters. This deck may not have anything that's going to block this anyway. Maybe they'll just play another tap land here. They did. Nifty. Oh, they want to lay down arms on that. Okay, fair enough. Now we just have to find mana. Because this is not cutting it. Gonna kill our Feldon also. Oh, maybe they were just reading it. Spirited Companion, sure. We don't really want to get rid of that with Brutal Cathar now, do we? That we at least would remove. That one I'll entertain removing. Alright, to 16 they go. I don't know what deck would be playing this either. This is Companion, Multicolor Lands, Yoshin, Soldier guy. Like, I don't know what's happening here. This is a very unique situation. Interesting, and that deck also plays Thalia. Maybe this is just a soldier deck with the companions? That might be all we're looking at. Yep. Interesting. Not what I would have guessed, but here we are. Do I use this and just remove a token? Seems alright, I guess. I mean, I'm only going to give you this. Alright, cool. We get to look at 2 cards. We have till the next turn? Yeah. Oh, neither one was a land. Ugh. Bruh, you're killing me. Well, with what's our hand is, we're going to go ahead and take this. So, if we draw a land, it doesn't matter if it's red or white. We can at least play this, use it. We can play this, use it. So that's something. It's not great. But it could at least allow us to keep attacking, depending on what they have here. Oh, well, those all get to attack for 9. That's excellent. Alright, well, I guess we'll just play this straight up. And that was not something I thought we were going to see today. A triple Brutal Cathar flip. The best part is, with our opponent being at 3, we're not even totally upset with them getting something to put in the way there. Okay, they do get to gain 5. That's disappointing. And they're going to go up to 8, blocking one of these. So we kind of need to stick one of these cards so that we can have lethal. However, they still have something for 1 mana here, which I'm assuming is another laydown arms. Which is a good play for them, honestly. Going to 2 looks a little scary, but getting another blocker is actually relevant for them here. So while it does cost them 2, or cost them 3. Well, to be fair, we could find a burn spell, but yeah. Yeah, that's the right play, I think, for the opponent there. However, because they played a second spell, we get to remove things. Yeah, let's keep it. Why not? Let's see what the heck happens. And we pass. Alright, we're going to do this whole song and dance. See how many things get countered. Yep, Essence Scatter. Sounds good. Do 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 do. Yep. Impulse, sure. And then a land. So they have access to more counters. Sure. Alright, Syncopate makes sense. Origin, sure. And pass. Another Origin, sure. Though unless they just picked up a counter, they basically told us they don't have any here. So we have an interesting thing. We could let the Cathar flip, which is appealing, and then try to get both high. You know what, though? I'm going to do this. And just say, if you found it, you found it. And if you want to block and trade or impulse to whatever, that's fine. Alright, that works. I mean, there's still, I was going to say, you're still incentivized to play something on your turn here, so it is what it is. Terror. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, I guess we try. I'm assuming they found a counter by now. No attacks. Since we're only at 12, we couldn't risk them, like, finding a bounce spell and something or whatever and just being bad for us. Which they might, if they got it. Another Haughty Jin, fair enough. Alright, GG's. Alright, we'll keep it. We got the whole burn hand. We need to find some duders to go with this, though. And we really only have one real creature we can cast, so we are not looking as good as it appears on the surface. And sadly, we're going to play defense and kill some things. Because that's just better for us. Alright, we found a land. Unfortunately, we're probably just going to be using these lightning strikes to buy ourselves some time, I think. Recruitment officer, sure. Yeah, that's a thing. We'll go with that. Attack. And they play a Cathar of their own, of course. Gotta love those Cathar shenanigans. And we pass. I'm not worried about that flipping. I'm willing to take the damage from it. Oh, this actually gets interesting. How do we want to do this? 'Cause they would remove... Oh, that doesn't remove anything yet. Alright. Let's kill their thing. We'll take 3. Then we get a 3/3 that we get to block. And then we'll play this and attack. So now we're back on the aggressive side of things. If they would have tried to block our other thing, I probably would have just killed it. Alright, since they are, we'll just try to kill it. Maybe I should have done that anyway. Truthfully. And then just guarantee we get more damage to it. But because that tramples, it doesn't greatly matter. We're going to put the +1/+1 on you. Because I assume if they have a Cathar, they're going to try to get rid of our Cavalier. So no point putting the counter there, but the opponent dies anyway. We're going to keep. Yeah, not much we're going to do with this, throwing it away. So we're just going to keep this here. Go with this. Not great seeing all those Kamano faces Kakazans in hand. I'm not going to lie to you. It doesn't make me feel great. Makes me a little uncomfortable down in my tum-tum, to be honest. Alright, well, we're going to do the only thing we can to try to keep pressure up here. And we'll see what the opponent does. Maybe Fateful Absence on this guy? Nothing? Nope. Okay. Oh, well, that's why. Fair enough. Oh, this creates a bit of an interesting situation. Alright, if you got something, you got it. You probably give your guy protection or indestructible or something here. Kill off our 4/2. Nope. Definitely not how I expected that was going to play out. Then I think what we're going to do, knowing that their plan is to put a bunch of stuff on and attack us or whatever, I'm going to try and take the initiative here. And play that. Play the adversary here. With plans on playing the Raiju next turn. And then getting as much damage in as we can. Plus gaining life so we could offset some of what they're going to be doing. Don't know if it's going to work. But, you know, you got to try something. And as long as they're just on that only, and they're on defense, that's actually not the worst thing for us. So we'll see. I mean, they can do a lot of damage here still, though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We can do 13 right now. 14, actually. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we could do 14. Well, they can block one, so we can't do that much, actually. Actually, how does this work out for us? Now they got another blocker, so that's bad. So that ended up not working out the way we wanted to. So, now the best we can do is attack with Raiju, put the counter on Raiju, so it's a 5, so it could... Oh, but that has a shield on it. That's pretty gross. I don't even know if we want to play the Thundering Raiju here, then. Actually, I say that. We kind of do want it to be bigger. Huh. I mean, it's the best thing to do with our mana, and then it opens up stuff for next turn. I'm just thinking, like, we can't get through enough for it to matter, unfortunately. So I think we just have to wait. Would have liked for it to have been something else, but did not work out. Our best play there might have been, if I were guessing, just a Brutal Cathar, honestly. Cathar to get rid of a Virtuoso would have helped. Honestly, Cathar to get rid of Virtuoso would have probably been the game. Because they don't look to be playing burn spells. They're playing everything that targets. And then, you know, things to draw cards is what it looks like. So, probably in our best interest. If we can remove that, we can end the game. At least it appears to be that way. Oh, that a Angel Fire Ignition? Yeah, we're dead. Alright, cool, cool. Alright, we're keeping. Gonna just have to make this work. Probably just gonna play Adversary next turn. Coming down as a 3/3. Yep. But we at least get to take advantage of things here. All right. I guess we're just attacking. And the turn. I mean, there's a chance they have something to counter with there, but we don't have a lot of value doing anything else. Let's go ahead and put the opponent down to 9 so we can threaten them a little bit. Yeah, I'll take that. That gets around to make disappear. Though a lot of decks have moved to playing Dissipate at this point. Siphon Essence, that's a card you can play too. All right, opponent goes to 4. And we sweep the board. Yep. Come on, Raiju. You're not bad, though. You're a good imitation, Raiju. All right. Still looking for a Raiju. Didn't need it, though. All right, so while the deck still works, and no major complaints here, honestly, I was pretty happy with that. A couple of games we lost, I think, were just because we got weird draws or I kept a bad hand. That's fine, like, that's going to happen. But we were able to race through games pretty well, and we actually were pretty good against Mono Black, which was a little bit of a surprise, so I'm good to see that. But the problem I ran into is we did have stuff like Feldon that was not very good. Even though it was neat to experiment with, I think in more cases we'd be happier just having some Thalias in the deck. So I think the final version you're going to see for download, I'm going to trim a couple of numbers on things just to get in probably 3 Thalia. Now don't get me wrong, we are playing Lightning Strikes and Play with Fires, but those are cheap enough that I don't mind having a Thalia for that. Like, the concern though is it does slow down board sweepers, it does slow down just random artifacts opponents want to play, it does slow down planeswalkers. And even in some of those odds and ends like mono red matchups, it does slow down a bunch of the burn spells they're playing. So I'm okay finding room for a few of those and seeing what happens. But other than that, I don't think I would mess with this list too much. And the good news is you don't have to play a lot of new cards to really make it go. I guess technically the land Battlefield Forge was like a new card, but otherwise that's it. So yeah, if you like this type of deck, go ahead and fire it off. The old version basically still works, just with minor updates. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Balefire Liege. This is a card that actually kind of floated under the radar for a long time because it only had a couple of weird printings, maybe one like in Plane Chase and I think another in, I don't even remember that, maybe the list. But prior to that, being the fact that it came out in Double Masters 2022 recently, the card actually didn't have a lot of value. It was like a $3 or $4 card, but it's actually kind of a surprising card that a lot of people didn't pay attention to, even with its recent release. And the cool part is it pumps all your white creatures, it pumps all your red creatures, it gives you a chance to gain life, it gives you a chance to deal damage. It's actually just a quality all-around card that a lot of times when I've played it, people don't know what it does. This is a really cool card. If you're playing red and white stuff, I would give this a look because this card can do some really big things over the course of 3, 4, 5 turns. And they're pretty cheap to get because they got recently reprinted and they're basically like a junk rare in that set. You're not going to have to pay more than $1 in most cases to pick these up. Now today's deck was a lot of fun, but maybe you want something that's a little bit slower and you get to play some grindy games and really get into Magic. Well, we do have this Gruul Power Stones list that was way more surprising than I thought it was going to be, and it might be up your alley. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.